Good afternoon, Mike and Sophia. Thank you so much for your time in reviewing this budget modification process. The first part of the form is self-explanatory. It's just name, phone, email of the person that's completing the form. And the next 4 questions are grant identifier questions to help us understand which grant they're referring to. So I'm asking for the time of the grant. For example, 2017 to 2019. The type of grant, is it a strong workforce regional, local, or Perkins? If it's strong workforce regional, then I will need the name of their project. But if it's Perkins or local, then I'll only need the top code. I included the top code booklet in case they forget their top code. And I also included a booklet that describes allowable expenses. This booklet is very helpful because it also describes supplanting. And as always, I include the object code classification manual so that they can continue to become more familiar with selecting the correct object codes for their budgets. Now we get into the actual request. So the first thing I want them to do is provide what was already approved. Their approved budget, what they were approved to purchase, and what they hoped to accomplish with those purchases. And in this drop down, I put all the indicators from the various grants. So it's increasing enrollments, earnings, employment is in there, improve the quality of the program. And then the total amount budgeted. And then in the next table, they will make their requested change. And then I did make a note at the bottom that their requested change may not exceed their budgeted amount. So they are not allowed to modify their budgets higher. And then the 2 key questions that we really need is describe the reason for your budget request change and describe how this change will impact your expected outcomes. And then I did put a question here to make sure that they're communicating with their dean. And I put in a note that by signing this document, this person is certifying that all the information is true and correct, so that there's some accountability. And then they'll sign and hit submit. Once they hit submit, they will get a copy of the form. This form will be sent to me, and I could run it over to Mike and get his approval. And then we just need to see how to loop this into Sophia's process so that their requested changes are approved before they're actually allocated to the worksheets. Thank you so much, and I look forward to receiving your input.